Wagwan people, let's talk money. The age-old argument, is money important? And if so, exactly how important is it? From family, friends, and relationships, which would you say needs money more? As always, I am not alone here, people. I have my guests with me. I have 3 guests, and they're here to share their thoughts and their feelings. I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
I'm Pamela Kevin.
Yeah, I'm Frederick Aqua.
Okay, and I'm Zala Witty.
And as usual, my name is Kevoy Burton, and today we're discussing the importance of money, and you just entered my cave, the XCave. Let's go, people. Wagwan.
Thanks.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Yeah,
On the show.
very good.
Yeah?
Very good.
Look lively. Look lively. All right, no problem. All right, so guys, let's talk about money now. Let's talk about money. Can money ruin a friendship? Let's start with friendship first. Can money ruin a friendship?
Of course. There's this saying that the fastest way to ruin a friendship is to borrow money from your friend. Because when your friend borrows money from you and they don't get to pay back, you know, it brings up, you know, anger and hatred that you didn't even know that was there. Yeah. So.
What kind of anger and hatred? What do you mean? Have you hated any of your friends?
No. No. I can't.
Are you sure? Because it sounded like it was like some personal experience or something like that.
No, I said there's a saying.
There's a saying. There's a saying. That's what people say when they
would
want to.
you say that you'll never borrow money from a friend?
Oh, I would.
You would? Are you one of those friends who like to borrow money and you never
if
show up again?
If I ever borrow, I have to pay back.
You have to pay back?
Yes, I would pay back.
Is anyone here a friend? No? You know that? Okay, I was just asking. I was just checking. I was just checking the facts. You?
Yeah, so I think it can ruin a friendship, but it depends. Like, I feel you should know the kind of friend like you have. So you make a friend. After 1, 2, 3 conversations, you should know if it's a friend that will constantly borrow money from you or not.
In
like,
1, 2, 3 conversations?
Yeah, no, like encounters.
Okay.
So like once you are like the person feels comfortable around you, you know if the person will borrow money from you or not. Once like the person starts
How
asking,
can you tell?
No, like if the person asks the first time, and maybe you lend like money, and like it's something that keeps occurring, you know that somebody.
Oh, so wait, keeps
like,
occurring. What do you mean? So someone can borrow mony from you 5, 6 times
No,
before
so like,
they repay you?
No.
Oh, because I'm saying you're running a bad business.
No, so if it's a friend that like borrows money from you like the first time and doesn't pay back, right? Then maybe borrows a second time and it doesn't pay back. You know that it's a trend.
Oh, no,
so basically, like
Oh, but
After the first time,
After the first time, I'm like, hey,
I
you
don't
have
see
to
the
pay
reason why
me.
you should give him money again.
Yeah.
well, maybe he didn't have money to pay back, so like you
You
just
should go and look for someone
Yeah, so where
else.
is he going to get the money to pay you double time?
Yeah.
no. So that's why the person's a friend. So that's why the person's a friend. So if it is a friend, like you know that there are some times that maybe he might like forget or something. So like you just leave it.
But what
Like,
if
maybe
the
first time.
person pays you back, like not necessarily in like cash? Let's say I give you 100 CDs, but maybe you don't pay me back in cash, but another time you'll buy me food or you'll buy something. Does that equate?
That doesn't count.
No, I think
doesn't
it counts.
count.
Let me tell you why I think it counts. Because the thing is, if I go out with friends, and we're drinking, and you know they take the round or they take the bill, I'm fine. Zane, because the next time I think about it and I say, all right, I'll take the bill the next time.
Yeah.
But if I lend you 100,000 CDs and you buy me 2 club, no. It's not going to work. It doesn't equate.
True.
It doesn't equate.
I don't know. I feel like it depends on how much. Do you guys have a limit for like how much you lend a friend? Because somebody the last time asked me like, you should have a limit for how much you lend a friend. Because if it gets past a certain amount, you shouldn't be lending people that.
Yeah, but I think you should actually have a limit because if you don't,
Do you have a
like,
limit?
I cannot.
Do you
What's
personally
the
have a
limit?
limit?
What's the limit?
I think I do,
What is
but
your
I
limit?
don't
What
really
is your
know.
limit?
I don't know. Like,
Ballpark.
I don't really have.
Personally, I don't have. I just have to check the money in my bank account. If I have enough to give to you, then I'll give it to you.
So if somebody asked you, if one friend asked you for 600 CDs,
And you have...
and you let's say
and I
50
have
CDs.
like 1,000 Ghana in my bank account.
So you
would
lend them
give them
600.
60% of your money that's in your account.
So, okay.
I mean,
So
you know,
actually-
it looks
actually
really
you have a
bad. It
limit?
looks really bad, but a lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. It's your friend. You don't really think that.
Well, it depends on the kind of friend.
Depends.
You should know like the kind of person you're dealing with
But it's your
before you lend money.
friend.
Yeah,
No,
Zala.
it's your friend, but you should
Zala.
know the kind of friend.
I understand that this is your friend. You
Yeah.
understand? But you see, when you lend them 6,000 CDs, you're at a deficit.
No, that's a lot of money, man.
Oh, wait, I mean 600 CDs. Sorry. So when you lend them 600 CDs out of your 1,000, you are at a deficit. So sooner or later, maybe next week, you'll probably be needing to borrow money from someone.
That's why if your friend wants to borrow money from you, you will make, like, you have to make a deal. You have to pay me back before this period of time.
Yeah, and what if they don't?
Then we have a tussle.
Yes.
We have a tussle.
Okay, so personally, what I do, like, I don't lend you the exact amount you ask for. I lend you less, and I also give you a time limit. So in the end, I'm never in trouble.
That's a rule my dad taught me. Let me tell you.
I've never thought about it that way.
No, like, it's something I do. Like,
so if I borrow money from you, you'll give me less than what I've asked?
Yes.
Oh,
that's not fair.
So my dad said to me, hold on. My dad said to me, anytime someone calls you and asks you to borrow money, you give them half of the money. Or you give them a little bit so they can make up whatever it is that's left.
Exactly.
You understand? Because then when you give someone money, you sign a contract, you know. You're forever their lender now, you're their new bank. So they come to you and they're going to say, oh, I need 1,000 CDs, I need 2,000 CDs, oh, here and there, oh, my children is hungry, oh. No. It can't work. No. It can't work like that. It can't work like that. Yeah. But Zala, you seem to be one of these kind people who like to give everybody money.
It's not that I like to give
You get cash. You get cash.
Money. No, it's not that I have that much money. It's just, I always feel like whoever needs money needs it for like a valid reason. I don't know. I've had situations where like somebody will be like, oh, I really need like 300 CDs. And then you lend the money. And the next day they're going out. And I'm like... What are you doing with the money I gave you?
What is your screening process?
But then they won't, I don't know.
You don't have a screening process?
I don't think so.
So anybody comes and they give you a really good story, like a quality story. Like they're like, hey, my kid yesterday, he broke his arm when a car hit him down and then he flew in the air. And I need 10,000 CDs to borrow from you.
That's a lot of money. That's a
lot
of money.
Let's say you're okay. Like you have 50,000.
I think I'm kind of bad with lending people money. I think that's more of an issue.
What do you mean by bad with lending people
money? If I have it, I'll give it. That's kind of the process. If I have it, I'll give it. If I don't have it, then I can't give it.
All right. So you mentioned something earlier, right? You said you lend somebody some money.
Yeah.
And you see them on social media. As Jamaicans would say, they're flossing on social media. It's like, what do you call it here? When somebody's spending, they're spending a lot of money and they're buying Hennessy and you see the Hennessy bottles and the champagne popping on social media. And yesterday they borrowed 500 CDs. What do you say? What do you say to that friend?
They pissed me off. They pissed me off.
Okay, please.
Personally, I think it depends on the story the person told you before taking the money. Maybe if the person comes, the example you give, oh, my kid, there's that. And then the next day, the person is chilling.
No, but nobody's ever going to say, oh, I need to borrow money for a party.
No, but you need to have a screening process. That's
people do.
Yes.
People say that? Yeah. That they want to borrow money for a party?
Yes.
And you lend them this money?
Maybe.
Wow.
Nobody's ever come to me that I need money to go out. I'm just like, then stay in your house.
Yeah,
like, they have some, not like, you just need to add a little to what they already have.
Oh, no. If you don't have enough money to go to a party, don't go. Stay home.
Yeah.
Are you mad? Someone can come to me and say to me, hey, Kevo, I need money to go to this party. And I am not going? Man, get out of here with that. Are you mad? Listen to me now. Listen to me. So how do you deal with a friend like that? How would you deal with a friend like that?
Someone who has gone to a party.
Yeah, and spend out. You gave them 500 CDs. And you see them spending 17,000 CDs at the party, and you have 1,000 CDs in your account.
That's why I said it depends on the story he or she told me before.
No, it doesn't.
No, the moment they snap. The moment they snap it.
It can depend on the story.
If you tell me, if you tell me that the money you're using for a party, fine. But if you tell me, no, wait, let me explain myself.
I'm waiting.
But if you tell me that your kid is sick and you need money, and then the next day you're chilling, it will piss me off.
No, but what if he's celebrating that his child is now healthy?
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
His child is now healthy.
Now healthy.
What if he's celebrating that his child is healed?
Oh, nah. First of all, I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to ask for my money. Because you lied to me.
Yeah, man. The moment I see you take a video of that champagne popping, I'm at the party. I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
I need my money.
Give me my money. Go.
In cash.
Cash. I don't want no champagne. I don't want any Hennessy to drink.
Yeah.
I need my 500 CDs. So, all right. So we've discussed friends, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about family. Let's talk about parents. Zara, you look like you have a lot to say about parents, eh?
What, me? Not at all.
The moment I said parents, your eyes went up in the air. I hope your parents are not watching. Hey, Zala's parents. She's just joking, eh?
No, I don't know. I think family is a tricky subject depending on like people's backgrounds. Because some people I know are very independent. So, you know, their family, their money doesn't really matter to them as compared to people who are like very close with their family, so they'll always feel like inclined to help their family. But I don't know, I feel like it depends.
Have your parents ever borrowed money from you before?
Who, me?
Yeah, your parents. Have they ever borrowed money?
Yeah. And I never got it back.
You've never gotten it back?
Never got it back.
Do you think it's right for you to go back and say, hey, mommy, hey, more of my 100 CDs, you know? Oh.
I think it depends on the amount and whether they were like borrowing it. Because, you know, like if you're in a house, you tend to like pay for things or you do this and that and the third. And I don't think you need to get that back. But if it's like I was sitting in my corner, minding my business, and you said, Zala, I need 1,000 CDs for this, that, and the third. Please give me my 1,000 back. I mean, I get it, you're my parent, but like at the same time, I need the money. Like, I don't know. It just bothers me, especially when it's like large amounts of money. It's just, I don't know.
And I think you shouldn't let your parents know how much you earn.
Oh, never.
Because
Never,
like,
ever.
that
Never,
actually determines if they'll pay back or not.
Oh, my
like,
parents.
If they know, like, oh, you have money.
My parents.
Even my siblings.
My parents, they call me all the time. They call me, hey, you know, you see this AC, and, you know, the place is a little bit hot. So, you know, I was just looking, you know, just something to make it up. You know, Jamaican parents don't repay for no reason at all.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They don't repay.
Because I had this friend, right? I had this friend in uni. And she literally called her dad and was like, oh, Dad. She was a white American. She goes, oh, Dad, you owe me $20. He literally opened his wallet and gave her $20.
Oh,
and I said,
beautiful. That's a beautiful story.
you asked your dad for your $20
in
back?
Africa, it's so different.
In Jamaica, too.
You can't even open your mouth and tell your mom or your dad you are owing me. Like, all the food you've been eating.
Exactly.
For the 9 months I carried you. They'll remind you. They'll remind you. 100%.
It's really bad. It's really bad. I don't know. Do you feel like somebody else's family's money matters to you? Do you get me?
What do you mean?
Like, if I'm like with my friends and I realize that, oh, we're chilling as friends, but like their family is not as wealthy as us. Does that matter to you?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I mean, if you're my friend, then you're my friend. I don't business about your money matters. It doesn't.
Well,
it doesn't affect me. Eh?
It depends.
It depends on what.
Like how much more does my family earn more than yours? Like
why? Do you want to give them money or something?
I don't know.
Like, are you planning to?
No. So if you're going out and I know like maybe it will be at a disadvantage to you, maybe I could try and help you out a little bit. But I don't pay everything, but like help you out a little bit. But if it's like if I know like okay we are fine, then I don't know how I should bother.
All right, so Zala, tell me, does it matter to you?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, especially with thing in terms of like going out, you can tell like if all four of us decided that we want to go out somewhere, right? And one of us mentions like a really high upscale restaurant or place, and somebody mentions like a regular pub or just a regular restaurant. You could tell like kind of what a person can afford. At least that's how I feel.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think that's a good example.
No, that's not a good way to. It's not a good judgment.
It's choice.
It's just
it's
choice.
all about choice.
The thing is, a friend who suggests a lower end might be frugal, might be, you know, smart with their money. Decide that okay, I'm not going to spend
everything on the low.
You know, I want to focus on something that's more sustainable. Rather than a friend who says, you know what, let's end all our money on a high-end place. Let's go to this place and then end up with 5 CDs in my account after I'm finished eating. And then they go home and they starve for 2 weeks. You understand?
Yeah.
So you really can't tell
I don't know.
by something like that. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I still feel like it plays an impact. Because even if I'm somebody who's very frugal with my money, if I'm going out, I'd still like budget it. So I'd still look for a certain, I don't know if you mean a class or caliber of place that may not cost as much, but have a certain look and feel. I don't know if that makes sense.
I understand.
It does.
I understand.
Well, somebody might have a lot of money, but will like food
Basic,
somewhere that
That's true.
That's
So
true.
you know, so we can't really say, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, and I understand what you're saying. but it's not really like a good way to judge who has money in their wallet and who doesn't. You understand? Because I remember one time I went to a friend of mine was celebrating her birthday, and we went to the beach, right? And it was a group of us, and we all went to buy lobster and fish and the nice things, nice things. So somebody was ordering their big fish and their lobster, and at the end of the day they couldn't pay their bill. They could not pay their bill.
Why were they ordering?
Because they didn't have enough to pay the bill. And I'm saying,
what, did they look at the menu?
Charlie, listen to me. I decided I wasn't going to pay this person's bill because you are smart enough to understand that you're a big man, and you realize that, hey, one, this is lobster. You understand?
Yeah.
This is fish. These things are not cheap.
Yeah.
These things are not cheap, generally.
Yeah.
So, and this guy's just ordering, and he's like, hey, I don't have enough.
As in,
I'm like, hey, what do
He's
you
not
mean?
serious.
That doesn't make
Let him
sense.
wash this plate.
That's what I'm saying. If
That
you're
doesn't make
ordering,
sense.
so you see, based on your logic.
No, it's not based on, that doesn't make sense. That's just not logic. Why would you be ordering things you can't
Yeah,
afford?
but was in a
you
good
see,
mood.
He's
He was in
trying
a
to
good
link.
mood.
He's trying to link it to the example you gave. That choosing a very popular and expensive place doesn't mean you have enough cash.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So people go to places broke.
Yeah, people,
Oh, yeah,
people don't plan.
People go to
People don't
places
plan.
knowing
I don't know
that
how
there
they
is
think,
that
but-
there is 1,000 CD in their account, and they will buy a plate of food for 900 CDs and go home.
Yeah.
They just want to leave fare for the Uber,
Oh,
so they can
goodness.
go home. You understand?
goodness.
Yeah, people do that.
People
do
actually
that
don't
still.
plan. They actually don't plan. Some people will just go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that issue before. Like, you go out with people and they're like, oh, I didn't bring this much money. I'm like, so
Exactly.
when you left your house, what were you doing?
What did you plan to do when you get there? That's what I think about. Like I'm like, what did you plan to do if you don't have enough money? Huh? So what about your friends? Tell me about your friends. Have you ever had an experience with that kind of friend? Where you go out, the friend can't afford it, or...
Honestly, no. My friends are very sensible. Very sensible.
I think we need to be hanging out with our friends more.
Yeah. I think she has really good friends.
She has really good friends.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't believe you have no good friends. That's not. Well, I won't say I don't believe you don't have good friends, but I don't believe all your friends are sensible. I can tell you.
No, in terms of money, because they know me. Like, why would you leave your purse or your wallet in the first place and then go? And then when you go to, it's not like you're just going.
She looks like she's a strict friend.
When you go to, it's not like you're going to order water. And you go and order everything.
Yeah, man,
on the
champagne
menu.
and all these things. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's take a break, guys. We'll be back right after this. We'll soon come. Welcome back, guys. If you're just joining XCaves, we are discussing the topic of money and its importance in relationships. And we were talking about friends and family, and we're back with family. So let me ask the first person, right? Zala, let's ask you first. If you're grown and you have your own life and you start making your own money, money is coming in.
Yeah.
Real money is coming in. And you're from a good family background, should their money matter to you now?
If I'm from a good family, I think it doesn't really matter because at this point I'm independent. I make my own money. I'm making my own choices. My family's money doesn't really impact my life anymore. I think if I have that kind of mentality, as in personally, my family's money doesn't impact me if I've like established myself. But I feel like it's different if you come from a not so well off family.
Okay, talk to me about that.
So if, let's say I've established myself and I'm making a lot of money, because of the kind of person that I am, I'm very family oriented. I feel like my family, if they don't have money, I would feel still very connected.
You feel obligated to give them some money.
Yeah. So I'd feel like if I've done well, I have to help my family do well. But if my family is already doing well, then I have to.
Do you see it the same way, Frederick?
Yeah, I think so. Like, if your family is well-to-do, you should, like, and you're independent, you should, like, basically focus on yourself. Because if you really get yourself involved in family matters, it will just become a whole other issue for you. Like, so they could basically make you lose your independence. So if they see that, oh, you are always chipping in here, chipping in there, like, they'll just, like, become lazy or something.
Lazy?
Yeah.
No,
like, no, not lazy. Like,
Wouldn't that happen if your family doesn't have money? As opposed to if they have
as opposed to if they
could
do have
still,
money.
like if they do this, they could still follow. So this is from like experience. Like my family, like no. Like my sibling. I mean my sibling.
Okay, all right.
Some of them are family. I'm talking more about siblings. So like they could make their own money, but if they see like you are pitching in here, pitching in there, they will take advantage of you. Basically. So
gotcha.
That's what I mean. So that's what I mean.
So what do you, Pamela,
Okay.
tell me your thoughts.
I actually agree with him. When like you try to take care of your family, if your family are not so, if your family are not at the top, and you try to, let's say help out with some of the stuff, your siblings, they'll basically become lazy. They'll start slacking back.
No, is it? I see it different. Zane, I see it differently. So if my family is well off and they're well to do, I am going to sponge on their money. You understand? Even though I have my own money, I will still sponge on their money. Who else is going to spend it? One, who did they make this money for?
themselves.
No, that's not true. They had kids.
But
they had children, which is me.
but if you've gotten to a point where you don't need their money anymore, let them, I don't know, travel the world, live their life.
No, but what if they can travel the world still and I can still
they?
sponge on their money? What if they?
Greed.
Oh, no, that's not greed. It's just sense. It's just sense. If I make millions of dollars, right, and I have 5 children, and all of them become independent and don't want my money anymore, what will happen when I die?
You can give it to people who don't have money.
No, that's not.
No, because that means you've instilled something good in your kids. Now they can make their own money. It's not by force that has to go through your bloodline.
It must
why?
go through my bloodline.
Why should it?
Then why am I working so hard?
You created kids who are able to sustain themselves.
Yeah, sustain themselves some more with my money that I made for them.
Give your money to people who don't have it. Your kids are fine. Kids are fine, man. Yeah.
You see, there's a weird thing about that for me, but giving away my money like that is something weird about that for me.
So if you give your money to your kids, what about their money?
No, they can keep it. They can keep their money. I'll give them more money.
So you can keep your money?
Yeah, no. That's not how it works. I'm the parent. I decided to take up the mantle and make some money for these kids so they can be well off.
Generally, I think when kids make their own money, they don't want their parents' money. Generally, like if your parent,
Let me tell you something. If I make money, right? I make my money. I make my own money, and I've been independent for almost a decade, right?
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. If I was from a well-off family, I would still take my dad's money, Zane, or my mom's money, or whoever it is. No. You can say no all you want to. But I do not.
That's you.
If I know that I don't have to save and buy a car, I'm not saving to buy a car. You understand? If I know that, I understand the values, Listen, you can give children your values. You can always give children your values, right? And they can understand that, it's important to be kind. It's important to be frugal. It's important to do certain things. You understand? That makes sense. But at the end of the day, my child, if he's making money and he's saving for 1 year to buy a car, I just buy him a car like next week.
That's different.
That's different. Giving them
your
money.
child already has.
Or if they come to me and say, "Hey, Daddy, I need a car," I say, "All right, no problem."
Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But that's like a one-off. It's not like every day you'll be giving them like a monthly allowance.
It depends.
You would give your kids monthly allowance if they're grown. That doesn't make sense.
Wait. So what if your kid actually wants to save for a year to buy a car?
Pardon?
If he actually wants to save for a year to buy a car.
If he wants to save for a year to buy a car?
Maybe it's to prove a point to himself. Yeah.
What kind of point is he trying to prove to himself?
That he can be independent. He's like he's very independent.
That he can sustain
himself.
But there are other ways to know that you're independent and
that he can sustain saving, that he can go the distance. I don't know. He can be patient. I don't know.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to learn patience.
Patience. All right, so look at this. Look at it like this. All right, so you know Davido, the singer.
Yeah.
And you know the song that says, "Cause my papa no be down." You know that Adeleke is Davido's father, and he's worth like what 700 million or something like that. Yeah. Are you saying Davido is making his money, right? Are you saying that Davido shouldn't get money from his dad?
No.
I feel like if he wants to get a certain amount of money for specific things, sure. But he's not going to be like, oh, Dad, I need my pocket money. Are you mad?
Yeah.
You're grown. You're making your own money. I can't be giving you pocket money. No, it doesn't.
I don't even think you should ask.
You shouldn't ask.
He can afford it. Okay, it depends on
If
what
it's-
he's trying to buy.
yeah,
But
for example,
he
let's
can
say he
afford
wants-
it, so why would he go to his dad? Oh, I need money to buy a car. Why?
Why not? That's what I'm saying. Why not?
Because he's
He can
Everybody
afford
wants
it.
to be
No.
independent, and everybody wants to be by
I think
themselves.
the
and all
only
these
thing,
things.
the only thing he should go to his dad for is like maybe, oh, Dad, I want a private jet. Apart from that,
everything else he can afford it.
yes.
No, but you see, why would his dad buy him a private jet?
I don't know.
Oh no, but you see, there's a Jamaican billionaire who did that for his son. He had a problem with his son using his private jet, and so he got him.
Why do they
his
all
son
have
a
private jets?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
He has the money.
They don't want to be messing around with
No. It's the guy that owns
Cars.
Sandals. You know Sandals. You know Sandals is
Yeah.
a big brand. They're very rich. They're very rich people. Yeah, but I mean, for me, I mean, nepotism is real. If I own a business, if I own a big business, obviously my children are going to come and run it. You understand? So they're practically sponging off my money still while making their own money.
Well, it depends
In a
on
sense.
your children's interest as well.
True.
Yeah.
True. This is why I plan for 10 kids. So, so if I have 2 and they say, oh no, I don't want, what daddy, I'm not going to do that. I say, all right, don't worry yourself. You stay poor. I'll get my other children to do it. You understand? So I don't understand why you guys are so against it.
No.
Because I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I have my money. I can afford this. Then why go to my parents? If they decide to give me money, fine. I won't reject.
Oh, so you won't reject that
I
a monthly
want to-
allowance? You
I
won't,
want to
you don't
reject.
just
Why
a
would I-
small 10,000
I
US
would reject a
month.
monthly allowance, but that's just my view of like, if I'm getting an allowance from somebody, I feel like I'm indebted to them in a way.
But
Because
it's your parents.
But it's
It
their
doesn't
choice.
matter.
It's their choice to pay.
don't get it twisted, because they'll start asking you for favors that you don't want to be able to do.
Like
but
what? What are your parents going to ask you to
You
do?
never know. As in, I feel like money is a very delicate thing. Do you get me? So I feel like when you consistently get, it can easily go south. Do you get me? So they might love giving you money, but if something happens, they'll just be like, but you're a grown person, you make this much, why are you still taking money from me? And it can go south really quickly. Don't put yourself in those kind of situations. Like, you'll be saying, yeah, you know, my parent does this, and then the next day, if you do something that pisses them off, they'll be like, yeah, I even bought her that car. Whoa.
If my parents say that, that's the end of their day being my parents. What do you mean?
How?
What do you mean? How
How?
you
They
can throw something
created
like that?
you. They
How you can throw
created you,
something
it's
like that
done.
in my face? I didn't ask to
People
be
do- no,
here.
but that's the
You
thing,
had
people-
fun and you brought me here. And now you're
No,
going
but
to say,
that happens.
oh,
It
I bought
happens.
this.
It happens.
I know
That's
it
the
happens.
issue. So it's like always, it's good to be like, I don't know, certain things turn situations and relationships very sour. So it's like, you know, we can laugh, we can joke. But the next minute, the person could just flip and be like, yeah, can you imagine, imagine if, let's say I was a huge singer and then one day something goes wrong between my relationship with me and my family. And then they decide to say, yeah, she's a big singer, but you know, we bought her this car, we got her this house, or better
But-
still, they take it from you.
It's
She
only
said
going to be
so.
a problem if you asked for it. If they give it,
Yeah.
No, if they give it
give
to
it
you,
to
they'll
us.
still make it seem
they'll
like,
still make it seem like, yeah.
it's their money.
then take your thing. I didn't ask for it.
Take your thing. No, you're not getting it. It's mine. Oh, you could buy me that car 10 times. I do not care. Once you say, oh, I
And
bought you
they're
this
going
car,
to embarrass
so?
you because of it.
So? I don't be. I'm hard to be embarrassed. Though. I'm hard to embarrass. So, you know, when you come and you say, oh, I bought you this car, so? And? What's the problem? What's the
I don't
problem?
know, it's just...
But let me ask you, you guys have siblings? You have
Yes.
siblings?
I do.
You have siblings?
Yeah.
Do you lend your siblings money?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do they pay? Do they repay?
They don't.
I think it depends.
It depends on what.
So my younger brother always asks for his money back. It's the most annoying thing. It's the most annoying thing.
Let me hear about your older siblings now. Let me
My
see
older
something.
sibling, he doesn't mind because we kind of have a relationship in terms of like money. So like if I borrow money, you'll borrow money. So we don't like calculate it, but I know I can always go to him. He knows he can always go to me. So I feel like that works fine for us.
Oh, that's
Okay, so
decent.
for me, it's a little different.
All right.
So generally, I don't like to borrow money. So
You don't
I
like to
don't
borrow
money
money?
from my siblings
Okay.
for anything.
Ah, really?
But they borrow money from
Are
me.
you
So
like
why
the
do you give
youngest
them
or the
money
oldest? Huh?
if you don't borrow from them?
I don't like. They always like ask me for money. Oh, I need this. I need to do that. Like, in a month I can have
I need money.
in a month I can have my siblings asking for money about 3 or 4 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do they pay back?
Depends.
Depends on what?
I don't know. So sometimes they know if they don't pay back, they are not getting money from me again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So they'll pay you back.
Oh,
for
so
your
they
So
just decrease the deficit.
Yeah, exactly. So they basically keep a good
Give you
credit score.
small money. Yeah. They give you small money.
That's
Yeah. So that's so. But then I have one sibling that doesn't pay back. So like when I give him money, I know, like I make sure, like so it's basically for my siblings that I like use to give my friends money. So the way my siblings actually act with money determines like how I also like relate to my friends. Because my siblings, I have a sibling that if he asks for money, he's not going to pay back. So you know how much you give them.
You've lost money.
Yeah.
So, wait,
lost money.
how many siblings do you have?
I have 4.
Oh, you have 4 siblings.
Yeah.
And you're the youngest or the oldest? Or
I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle?
Yeah.
How?
Okay, so you have 5.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so you're the third person.
Yeah.
I'm thankful you didn't drop the finger. I'm thankful. But do you borrow money from your siblings or do they borrow money from you?
They borrow money from me, and let me say, oh my God, he doesn't pay back.
Oh, it's one sibling you have?
An older sibling and a younger one.
Okay.
So the little one, he's still a kid.
Okay.
As for my older sibling, he really doesn't pay back. Like, I have to go to my mom, and my mom will nag. Like, she'll talk, she'll complain. Like, oh God, I don't know how to. It's exhausting having to ask him to pay me back my money.
So why do you still lend him money?
Exactly. Why do you still let him on? You're running a bad
Sometimes
business
it's like-
beside this guy.
Sometimes it's like I have to. Maybe at the moment
bad business.
he doesn't have enough cash with him, and I do.
Yeah.
So, and I know if I don't give it to him, I'm also going to lose. So, I would
So
have
wite it off. Do
Yeah,
like
write
he
it
does with his sibling. Like, I've given you the money. Take
Yeah.
it.
Oh no, you are way older than I am, so you have to be paying me back my money. I can't leave it. I can't.
Then you always be in like confrontation with your sibling.
Oh, I'm always quarreling with him,
Yeah. So
Wow.
to
About
prevent
but he
money.
does pay back.
Eventually.
All right, guys, hold on. Let's take a pin again. Let's take a pin, guys. We'll be right back. All right, so we are back with XCave people, and we're having fun on this show. And we are talking about money and its importance. And now we know that now we're at sexual relationships. And I know it's at the center of every romantic relationship. So, guys, is it important that a man takes care of a woman financially? Hey, everybody's looking around like, this is touchy. Hey. You feel so?
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm coming to you. What do you think? No? You don't think it's important?
I
What do you
don't
think?
think it should be a priority.
You don't think it should be a priority?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the tamed one first. Let's hear the tamed responses first. Let me hear why you don't think so.
Okay, so in a relationship, I think sometimes the man should take care of the woman, and sometimes the woman should take care of the man. Okay, you can't leave everything for the guy to do. He's not your father, so.
Yeah, but some women think that, their private parts are what they are doing. You see me? That's what they bring to the table. And they feel as if it's in exchange for...
Indirectly, isn't
Indirectly.
Isn't that
Eh?
prostitution?
Hey, that's a strong word. That's a very strong word. I don't like that word. What do you think? Let me hear what you think.
I think like in a relationship, money should not be like the priority, but there should be money. Like there should be money. Like
Oh, because I was just about to tell you that Jamaicans always say, love can't eat. You know what that means? You cannot eat love on the table, so make sure you have money.
Yeah.
Continue.
And I think in a relationship, if it's very one-sided, like what she said, if the guy is the only one paying everything, it becomes like a child-father relationship.
Call me daddy.
Like, basically lose respect. Yeah. So, like, currently, a lot of people actually want respect. So, it's better, like, you both pay so that, like, there's respect. Or else, like, you just lose the respect.
Zala,
Yeah.
Zala, I've been waiting to hear this.
Money is important.
Hey, talk to me.
Point blank.
Point
Money
blank.
is important. You can't be in a relationship and not have money. It doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
A relationship.
I see poor people. I see poor people in relationships.
That's a different situation.
What's yeah?
That's a different situation. No, but I feel money is important. A lot of people want to downplay it, like, oh yeah, you know. But let's be very honest. If you are a working person, right? And let's say you can assume that, yeah, you know, you have your own money, you can pay for your own bills. But haven't you ever been upset that you're going somewhere to see someone and you have to pay to get there? You have to pay when you're there. You have to pay to come back. Why?
No, because the sex is nice.
Ah?
The girl said, what's yeah?
What?
The sex is nice. Why not?
So?
Why
What's that
not?
got to
You
do
go
with
pay
money?
and get some penis and come back?
No.
No?
No.
You think, so hold on. So once you go to a guy's house, he has to pay for your expenses. So he has to pay for you to get there. He has to pay for some food. He has to pay for you to go back home.
He's the one inviting you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he has to.
So if you're the one inviting him, then you pay for his transportation?
Why am I inviting him?
I don't like this unfair business. You see, just a while ago, you understand? She was just like, yeah, if he invites me, then he should pay. And then I said, well, if you invite him, oh no, he should pay still. What?
Okay, first of all,
How is that
I
fair?
don't think I would invite him, but
I feel like he should just generally want to pay. I don't know. He should
Who should
the guy,
generally
he
want
should
to
just
pay?
want to pay. Like,
Why is this?
No, but right now, equal rights.
If,
You can't do, I want to pay. Like, should I pay you? Ask. Because right now, if you don't ask, you're offending them.
True.
So that's how it
they're
is.
offending the girls
Yeah.
or the guys are being offended?
No, the girls are being offended that you are
I'm not
trying
offended.
to pay
Take
for
me
everything.
out. Pay.
Because Zala, if someone pays for me to bring my penis, you understand? At nights. You understand? When the Uber is more expensive, because, you know, there are not a lot
Yeah.
of Ubers around, you understand?
Yeah.
And my Uber fare is 65 CDs to go and 65 CDs. And the girl say, hey, sweetheart, don't worry, just bring it, come. We do our thing, and I'll give you the money. And you go back, and she buys me some food. Oh, that's my girl.
Who does that?
That's my girl forever.
sugar mummies.
Exactly. If you're dating somebody who's, dare I say, on your level, she's not going to do that.
What would she do? Tell
So
me,
no,
please.
you're oh,
Tell
bring
me, please,
yourself,
what
bring
would
yourself.
she do?
No, you come, you pay for your Uber, we get jiggy, you go back home. That's your
All right,
business.
so but what happens when you come and we get jiggy and you don't pay for your Uber?
Be nice and pay for my Uber.
Ah.
That's just being nice. That's just like a sentiment.
right.
It's just a sentiment. Just be like, oh babe, you know, I don't want you to hustle yourself. Here's your Uber money.
So you're saying he should offer to pay every time?
But
Yeah.
she should never offer.
Yeah.
She should never
Yeah.
offer to pay because apparently there is some kind of thin line between
Yeah.
something and something. I don't know.
There's this law.
Please explain.
No, it's not a law. But you know, guys are always like, yeah, they want to be in charge, they want to be macho, they want to be providers. So
I mean, to be
They
fair,
don't mean that in terms of money.
no, but why shouldn't they mean it in terms of money?
what do they mean it in terms of?
No, you want to be macho, you want to be carrying people
not
places.
bossy per se, but you know.
So you mean to tell me that if someone is not giving you money and you say, hey, go cook some food. When I come home, I want dinner on the table and he's not giving you money.
Oh, that one, it doesn't make sense.
It
I don't
doesn't
know
make
why
sense.
you asked me to cook and you give me money.
I see, but wait a
See,
minute now.
This is different.
Uh-huh.
You are giving me the money
Uh-huh.
and I'm doing the cooking. So I'm bringing something to the table and you're bringing something to the table.
You see that? You
I
get
can't-
that?
I
You get
can't
that?
buy
She's
the
bringing
food.
something to the table. Did you see it? I saw it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't be the one to buy the food stuff and also be the one to come home and prepare it.
Why not?
Because
So you should just come and eat.
What's here? What's here? What do you mean? I come and I eat. Well, you know, to be fair to you guys, I grew up in a home where my dad takes care of all the expenses. He takes care of his wife. He doesn't know what she earns. He doesn't care. You know, it doesn't matter to him. And to be fair, he kind of instilled something very similar into me. You understand? I believe that if I'm with a girl and I go out, you know, unless I'm invited out, because if I'm invited, if I'm at home in my brief and I'm watching my show and she calls me and she says, hey, I want to go to this place and that place, and I go and I have to pay, it's going to be problems. You understand? Because she has to pay. You understand? I'll ask you guys. However, I do believe that if I'm with a girl, I usually take care of a lot of things. So, you know, certain things that she wants, certain things that she needs, you know, whatever it is. If she calls me and she say, hey, babes, you know, I need XYZ, I'm just like, all right, baby, don't worry yourself, baby. Hey, I got you.
That's your choice. You are willing to do it.
Yeah.
But Zala is making it look like...
I'm making it look like what?
You are expecting him to do it.
Is that an obligation, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean...
In a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
I mean...
Be honest.
Let's
be raw.
be very
Let's
honest.
be raw.
Let's be very honest.
It's fine.
You don't want to get caught in a situation where he doesn't want to do it. So you should just do it. It shouldn't be a back and forth discussion about who should do what. Because we all bring things to the table. You bring the money.
What do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
I bring other things.
What are other things? I don't need to hear that you're a ninja inside the bed and these things. I don't need to understand.
I just bring the money.
Oh, no. Just bring the money.
I'll take care of you. I'll pamper you. I'll focus only on you. You just bring the money. Let's make everything calm.
You see how how ambiguous that is. This is like, just bring the money.
I'll just take
and
care
I'll
of
bring some things.
All the TLC, tender love and care. I'll ginger you small.
Oh man, I'm so dying for tender loving and care.
So it's like saying he's paying you to be nice to him.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, that's a peppery question.
It's not that deep. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's just you want to feel like the guy is willing to spend on you, is willing to share what he has on you. Even if, like, it's not always like very lavish things. Like saying that this guy is going to pay for you guys to go out.
Let me ask you, Zala.
Yeah.
Do you think that a guy should pay for your hair and your nails and these things?
It's expensive. Oh.
It's expensive, so he has to pay for it, though. Hey, if you're speaking, we're speaking.
I mean,
if you're speaking,
why
we're
not?
speaking.
Why not?
Yeah. So you don't think a guy should pay for your hair and your nails?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Why not?
Because I'm the one that wants to look good, so I have to pay for it myself. But if
where
you
are
want
you
to
being
chip
made?
in,
I don't
But he's
understand.
working with me, so he wants us to be on a certain level. You have to be able to afford that certain
I
level.
know my level.
That's his choice. But you shouldn't be expecting him to give you money to make your nails.
Why not?
Do your hair.
Why not? He's the one taking he's the one taking off your clothes. He's the one,
He's the one who's bothered his spirit.
Yeah.
To come and say, hey baby, I like you. So you like me and so what?
No, you see,
Bring
if
money.
like I'm looking so simple and then he comes up and say, well, I don't really like the way you're looking today. You look so messy. Then you have to give me money to to fix myself. Because I'm in my comfort zone. You shouldn't say that.
But actually, do people actually say that? Like that?
I think so.
I think because
so.
I was just about to say, if someone said that to you, sweetheart, that's not your boyfriend. Just leave
I
forever.
can't relate, but people do say that.
Wow.
I believe people do.
Let me ask you: if you invite out a guy, do you think you should pay the bill?
Yeah, I think I should pay.
You think you should pay the bill? she don't think so. Shit.
I actually think
In her mind, she's like, you know.
because I'm the one that wants to go out, right?
But would you really pay?
Yeah.
If he said no like 3 times, would you really pay?
No, as in.
Like if he said
in-
no, I'll take care of it. Would you really pay?
Oh, once you say no, then.
One time.
You don't really want to pay.
What he says,
They don't really want to pay.
she's like, okay, all
Because
right.
I already told you I'm going to bills on me. But you want to pay, so go ahead. I'm not going to fight it.
Let me ask the gentleman, if a woman invites you out, does she have to pay the bill? Does
Oh,
she
yeah,
have to
she
foot
has to
bill?
pay the bill.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely.
like usually, in their minds they expect you to pay. So you should just think, but you should just be prepared. Just prepare.
So
Don't
okay,
pay.
so let's say I invite you out, right?
Yeah.
And I say, oh, I'll take care of the bill, right? Would you make an attempt to pay, or you will literally say, oh, okay, that's wonderful?
I'll make an attempt. You said you were going to pay.
I'm not
You
going to
won't
make no
even make an
attempt.
attempt.
No.
It's absolutely
Why
fine. Go
not?
ahead, sweetheart. Pay it. I'm not even taking my wallet.
Sure that no, but then guys do the same thing. They'll be like, oh, you know, when I take a girl on a date, I don't expect her to pay, but she should offer to pay so I can say no.
But
So
no,
you two
you
should
should.
offer to pay so I can say no.
No, that's not going to happen. If you invite me out,
No.
if you
So you
invite
won't
me-
even like touch your wallet. You'll just sit back and
you
watch
hear me say I'm leaving my
Because
wallet
she
at home.
already said she's
Yeah.
going to
If
pay.
you cannot
So
pay,
why?
if we order the food and you cannot pay, we're washing dishes until we pay the bill.
You and who?
No, she
No,
has to wash.
You are washing the dishes.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I'm going home.
Absolutely not. You
I'm
need
going
to
home. What's here?
offer to pay. Like, you just always need to offer to pay. Let the other person say no. It's
So
fine.
see, if you want him to pay, like, just tell him, like, you guys should split the bills. Because I don't.
People do split bills.
Just split the bill, because I don't know why you tell him, oh, bills of me, and then you're expecting him to pay.
Exactly.
Because you should feel like, you know, oh yeah, you
feel like the man.
Then wait for him to take you out, and then he'll pay.
Oh, the
All right,
waiting game.
here's a good question now. Here's a good question. Here's a great question. If it is that your significant other borrows money from you, and you realize that, you know, a couple weeks have passed, and there hasn't been any signals that they're going to pay, should you go to them and say, hey, you know, you owe me XYZ amount of money?
How much do they owe me?
100,000 CDs.
Huh?
I'm kidding. 4,000 CDs. That's not a lot of money.
In whose bank account? That's a lot of money in mine.
All right. 500 CDs.
No, I like the 4,000 because it's a large amount. 4,000 cities. And I'm dating you. What were you doing?
I took the money to do something specific.
Yeah, you should pay me back. That's a lot of money, man.
Well, I think in a relationship, if somebody asks for money, like, it's not a loan. Like, you basically just giving the person the money.
No.
That's what
We
I
don't
think.
have a joint bank account. You can't just take my money.
You see,
No, but
you
you asked
see.
me for money, and I offered to give it to you, so it's gone.
No.
Basically,
Oh,
that's how I see it.
that's how you are. Don't worry.
Nice. He's going to get a nice girl after the show. You're going to get a nice girlfriend after the show. Don't worry, son.
Really? No, because relationship is different from marriage. If I'm joint bank accounts, joint life, sure.
There's
we're
no borrowing
dating.
there if you have a joint bank account.
There's no problem. But we're dating. We have two separate lives, different houses, different responsibilities, different incomes. And he wants to take my money and run away. So that if we break up, you owe me 4,000 CDs and
it's
you
not like
keep it.
the person is going to work. See, if you need the money, or if you need the money, just go to him and be like, just say gently, oh babe, see the money I gave you, like I'll put it in the
Let me tell you
something.
something. Once you use the language and you say borrow, I am coming back for my money.
Yeah.
You understand? If you come and you say, babes, give me, that's
can I
different.
have-
You understand? But if you come and you say, hey, you know, babes, I need to borrow 10,000 CDs
That is
for
a
something.
contract.
Yeah, man, that's a contract.
Give me
You've
my
signed
money.
you've signed a bond. So let me tell you guys, we're gonna go for a break, and then we're gonna come back real quick, and we're gonna come back with the social media responses. Give us some time. We'll be back. So we've taken some responses from social media, and I'll read them for you. So obviously, again, they're from Jamaica, guys. It's my Instagram, so you know my people are from Jamaica. All right. So I asked should a man be obligated to take care of a woman financially? Someone says nope. Can if he wants to, but he's not obligated. Someone else says obligated? Hell no. Woman supposed to can carry them weight, which means that a woman should be able to pull her weight. Can't give wife treatment. Can't give girlfriend wife treatment. You can't give girlfriend
That's true.
wife treatment.
That's
yeah?
true.
So someone says it's their decision. Someone says if yes. Someone says yes, and she should be obligated to do the same. Right?
Okay.
Someone says SYM gal. I'm not going to. That's a derogatory thing. I don't think I should read that on Ghanaian TV anyway. Zain? Someone says then no must. Then no must means of course. Then no must means of course. Yeah? Yes, definitely. Someone else says definitely. Absolutely not. We all need to work and make sacrifices. Assistance and gift now and then is welcomed. You see, not obligated, but support her, of course.
Yeah.
Someone else says not take care of her per se, but he should be able to contribute.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Contribute sounds a little
Yeah, it
small.
sounds like- yeah,
It
it
sounds
sounds like-
like, oh,
it
2
sounds like-
CDs for your pocket. Nah, dude. Nah.
Please buy some sweetie.
Nah.
So not obligated, but he should, spend. He should
Yeah,
spend.
he
money
should be
on her.
willing to spend.
Yeah, these
be
responses
willing
are
to spend.
okay. Yeah.
should be willing to spend, yes. But she
But you
shouldn't.
shouldn't be expecting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's willing to spend, then I should expect him to spend.
But listen, guys. I want your final thoughts on all of what we spoke about, right? We're going to start with Zala. Let's start
Me.
with Zala. Yeah.
Money is important. Case closed.
Case closed.
Money is important. That's it.
Money is not the primary thing.
Money's
Yeah.
In family, yeah, money is important. But friendship, relationship shouldn't be a priority.
Well, I wish you guys luck. Financially, emotionally, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you guys don't think it's a priority, then, you know,
Money is important.
it's gonna be a rough road. It's gonna be a rough road. But guys, that's all the time we have on XCave this week. Join us next time when we have more interesting topics to talk about. My name is Kevboy Burton. I hope you enjoyed yourself. My guests enjoyed themselves, yeah?
Yeah.
All
definitely.
right. So we'll see you next time. We're out.